Hi guys, I know it's a little late on Sunday for a video, but I just got home, got everything listed I picked up over the weekend, and I'm, just going, trying to get it all done for you guys, so that we can have, Monday going. First off, we have a bunch of National Mint cars that I picked up at I got a Facebook Marketplace buy, and there's a couple of Facebook Marketplace buys. So we got a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna try and rapid fire through them super quick if I can, because it is a bunch. I spent $20 total on these diecast cars, Matchbox buy, or not Matchbox, Marketplace buy. So these are Ford 3-window coupe. These are all National Mint. So not Franklin Mint, but National Mint. So these are like still higher end 132 scale cars. Ford Model A 1931. This truck pickup 1934. Ford. I'm pretty sure they're all Fords actually. Ford Model A 1931. Packing truck King and Allen. I mean, these are really cool. I thought these were pretty sweet. Got this one, which is a Ford Model A, 1931, in the brown. The Ford Deluxe, 1939. Pretty sure this is the Model T, right? Yeah, this is the Model T. It's green for some reason instead of black. Not sure about that one, but still cool. And 1925. We got this Matchbox Trans Am, Pontiac Trans Am, 1979. So this is one of the Matchbox you want to look out for. Anything from like the 70s and 80s, I always look up. And this is why. Because it ended up being decently valuable. I listed it a little higher than others. We got this Crown Toy Tranker truck. This Sunoco Racing Team. It's basically brand new in the box. Like the car that the truck drives, this little car, is still sealed and it's plastic, so that's always good. We got this 1999 first edition 1936 Cord 1936 Cord. Yep, that's what I thought. I don't know why I was questioning my own thing. We got this Signature Series 1956 Packard Caribbean. The colors on this is great. I mean, it's still brand new in the package. Obviously, the package is a little dusty and dirty. I tried to clean it up as best I could. This I thought was cool. I didn't even realize this was a coin bank. So it's actually a coin bank in the back here. Where you stick the coin in, and then you can pop it out. There's keys on the bottom here. It's a limited edition Liberty Classics. And I just thought it was really cool. I didn't ever see anything like this, especially with the key. So, definitely a cool one. I hope you guys are into, diecast between the NASCAR and this stuff. I mean, at least it's not all NASCAR. I got one racing thing out of it. We also got another, I think this is another 1931. Yes. But this one has the little carriage thing in the back. The other one does not. So I did list that a little bit higher because they came in different versions, I guess. I was looking at it a bit. I looked them up a little bit. But like I said, these are all National Mint. So they're slightly lower than Franklin Mint and stuff. And then we got this Continental Olympics 100. Melbourne Olympic Games 1956 Atlanta like memorabilia car. The case does pop off. Unfortunately, it is loose in the case. It doesn't stay in place. The car will move around. Unfortunately. So that's all the diecast cars. So it's I think it was 15 or 16 listings for $20, guys, out of Facebook Marketplace buy. I hit her up. She had it up for less than an hour before I hit her up, and I was glad to do it because, I wanted to make some money, and getting to be the time of year. I mean, we're talking it's mid-October now. We're not, yard sale season is over, basically. There was a handful still going on. This is, the rest of this stuff I got for free. It's leftovers from a yard sale. And don't knock leftovers, guys. Sometimes people overlook good stuff. She said she had like 5 people come that morning even to get free stuff off this. It's an engineering triangle scale like ruler. Don't knock these guys. You've seen me sell that one ruler, and this is another thing to keep an eye out for. Anything that says engineering scale, engineering rulers, stuff like that, pick up. I think I listed this for $10 and I got it for free. You know, I got this headset. I did test it. It does work. It's a Caliphone 2924 AVPS with the suffix CF. Quarter-inch plug. Pretty good shape overall. Little discoloring, but nothing too bad. Like, it's in really good shape overall. The pads are in great shape. They're basically brand new. It looked like the guy worked on computers a lot. This is a G5 Logitech mouse weight block with the little weights inside. I did list this by itself. I did pick up the mouse. It was in terrible shape, but I felt that it had the weights in it. So anything like that, I'll even take like broken stuff like that and pull out pieces like this, because people don't knock it. Pieces like this sell. I did list it for, I think I listed it for $15. Here's some vintage roller ballpoint refill. Old office supplies I know can do decently. I thought this would do better. It was worth, I listed it for $5. It's about what its going rate was. I've done well with these magnifying glasses before. This is a 5x magnifying glass, just like one of those slide out ones. I think I listed it for 10 or 15. But they do sell, and they do sell decently well. I mean, especially if you have a good name brand on them. This glasses case is terrible. I didn't even show it in the pictures, but there is a set of glasses here. Arts Craft, 56 1/4. Frames like this can actually be do decently well, especially since they're vintage. I knew they were vintage looking at them. I knew they weren't like Ray-Bans or something, so they wouldn't maybe sell very quickly. I just kind of took a shot on them. Like I said, all this stuff was free, and it was leftovers that, like I said, it had been picked through. She said they did $1,600 in sales last weekend. They had a couple people come that morning and grab stuff, and I still was able to get my hands on stuff like this. And then this is like one of the big finds that I found, and I was amazed. Don't knock like high-end pens. Like, this is a Cross Pens. It's a pen and pencil combo in the box. Obviously, they're not brand new. The box is in a little bit rough shape, but the pens are in great shape. The pen pencil are in great shape. And Cross is a really good brand. I know some of these can actually be sterling or gold, depending. This set was not, but still, I think I listed these for $20. So, like, this is all stuff I picked up for free. The headphones, the ruler, these pen and pencil, this pen refill, this little weight was a mouse that I just pieced out, magnifying glass, this guy, like, glasses. Like, guys, don't overlook leftovers at free stuff. You've seen me pick up free stuff all the time, leftovers from yard sales and whatnot. They sell. And sometimes a lot of people don't know the value. Obviously, it's not fun stuff. That's not the fun stuff. This stuff is the fun stuff. This is the stuff everybody's looking for. The only reason I got these is because I was the first one to message her, she said. And she said she got a bunch of offers afterward for more money. So I'm glad she did not change her mind and took took me being the first one to hit her up and be like, 20. She said 20 for all on the listing, and I took 20. I gave her $20. I know some people would say you should give them more if you know it's more valuable. The thing is, I don't know if they're more valuable until I start listening. I just know they were cool. I knew they had some value. You know, I wouldn't even have bothered messaging her if I didn't think they had some value. I'm sorry, guys. I kind of need to be able to make a buck myself. Like, this is how I help support my family. You know, I have a wife. We have things that we need to pay for, bills we need to pay for. This is how I do it. It's just a little bit more fun than, my 9 to 5, because I do have a 9 to 5, 40-hour-a-week job that I also do. All right, and then we're going to get into Friday, Saturday, Sunday sales. Hopefully we'll have some more over in the night, and I'll have another video out for you guys. But we have 8 sales. Let me just pull this up real quick. Sorry, guys. It is a bit of a longer video, but we had a bunch of pickups, bunch of sales. We have 8 sales total. We'll start usually from the worst sale and work our way up. Got this Harry Grant 33, super yellowed. Took an offer on it for $3.40. Like I said, I'm into 60 cents a piece on these guys. So I'm willing to take offers as low as that, basically, just to get it out the door. Like I said, I have 100 listings. We're already selling stuff. We're already moving stuff. If you guys remember, this is not from that NASCAR buy. This is from a buy I did a while back of some NASCAR stuff. Before this, I paid $3 a piece for this stuff, so I'm actually losing money on this one. $4.50, which isn't bad, you know. I'm not going to complain. We did sell our first Christmas ornament, guys. First one got out the door. Very cute, little Santa Claus in a car with the mounted reindeer on the front, antlers on the front. $4.50, paid a quarter for each of these guys. Definitely worth the pickup. Very happy with those. Oh, I missed one. We also got another from that NASCAR buy, the Getty promo car. Somebody had messaged me about combining shipping on one of these with another item, and I would have taken it. Unfortunately, it got snapped up by someone immediately afterward to somebody else for $3.75. So, sorry. Somebody else snapped it up. We did sell this monster truck, 5-alarm. Picked this up at $1 at a yard sale. Wasn't a Best Buy. I thought these would do better, to be honest, because they are the bigger ones. I guess not. I guess the smaller ones are actually a little bit better, which is what I've really learned with die-cast cars and action figures. Like, the bigger doesn't always mean better. So $6 on this guy, so I'm still making a little bit of money. Probably make like $3 after it's all said and done. Then we sold some compacts. The Richard Hudden Art Deco 3-flower compact, 1930s. $12.60. Everything's on sale right now, guys. Also, we also sold this antique compact Shuri, Lagos, Ganoche, ornamental, yada yada yada. Bunch of words that I don't even know what they mean. They just sound good, and they actually, I did a sell similar on both of these, and you know, they were exactly what they were. You know, they were the exact same thing. So I don't know how many other people fall for that, but I've never had an issue with it. $15 plus shipping. I think I just have one more, right? Yeah. So we're down to our last one. You guys saw me pick this up at an estate sale probably about a month and a half ago, something like that. This Waterford clock. Finally sold. I think I paid like $10 for this guy. But it does have its original box plus the original foam. I'm going to make sure it's shipped super well because it has no cracks in it. I don't want it to get cracked. This is $16.20 plus shipping. So, you know, like I said, everything's 10% off right now in the store. All the new stuff's going to be 10% off immediately. So before you see this video, 10% off on the whole weekend until I think it's 12 o'clock Monday. I don't know how that exactly works. So like, comment, subscribe for more. We have bid sales going out Sunday night, and then we got a bunch of pickups. Like I said, I paid $20 for that whole haul. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing, how bad I do, how much I spend, how little I spend. You know, I'm trying to do this as budget as I can. Absolutely as budgeted as I can. And I'll see you on the next one.